Now, if you guys didn't hear our last episode, we talked about it a little bit, but that's when the Sixers were only up 2-0 on the Raptors, and now they're up 3-0. And last game, it was super impressive because I think they were down like 16 at one point, stormed all the way back to force overtime, and then Joel Embiid hitting that really epic like turnaround three-pointer. Not quite as time expired, but only with about point 0.7 on the clock. And what that's done is it's kind of gotten Philly over that hump because the closest that Philadelphia has probably been to winning a championship in the Embiid era was obviously the year that they won against the Toronto Raptors and Kawhi Leonard, and he hit that, miracle shot in Game 7, one of the best shots in NBA history. And then you had the the meme of Joel Embiid crying after the game. And now it seems like the Sixers can get back there because there's a couple things happening, not just in the East, but in the playoffs in general. Devin Booker's out for the Suns, out 2 to 3 weeks with, I think, a hamstring. Chris Middleton today, he was just ruled out like 3 to 4 weeks. So things are opening up a little bit for the Sixers. And if they can finish off this sweep of the Raptors, I think that'll go a long way in building confidence. It's going to slay a boogeyman of sorts. It's, of course, not the same Raptors team that they lost to in 2019, but they still have some of the same pieces. You still have Fred VanVleet there. You still have Nick Nurse. You still have Pascal Siakam. So for Philly, for I think Joel Embiid, really especially, to kind of slay that dragon. And then next round they'd be facing probably the Miami Heat if they're able to get by the Atlanta Hawks, which I don't think anybody really has any doubts about. I think the Heat can really make that. I'm sorry. I think the Sixers can really make that a series against the Heat. And now the Heat, or sorry, the Sixers, they look like they have a path to the NBA Finals. Whereas maybe before the playoffs, you thought they couldn't quite do it, but you have a guy like Joel Embiid. You obviously have James Harden. Tyrese Maxey has played really well in 2 of the 3 games against the Raptors, and it's just it's pretty good to see, and pretty fun to see. Right, this is kind of the first year where it feels like the NBA championship window is wide open.